Good Thursday evening, everybody, live and direct from House Onek Backyard. I'm meteorologist Austen Onek with a very cold backyard. Might have been better off staying indoors to do this one for this evening. We've got some mostly cloudy skies for tonight. We're getting some clearing skies out there, but not exactly enough to do a lot of stargazing for this evening. Not exactly too much of a sunset out for the area into this evening as well. A decent view, just a little bit of a view of the planet Venus right there above my shoulder, so not too bad for stargazing in some areas, but not really looking at a lot of activity out there for this evening. Very cold tonight. This is going to be a night to open up your cabinets and let the water drip to avoid the possibility of anything getting frozen interior. So make certain that everything is, again, open and dripping by just a little bit to make certain that the water is flowing and keeping your pipes from freezing, because we'll be looking at some very cold temperatures for later on tonight. Where exactly, excuse me, is the moisture at this time? At this point, and currently looking at radar for the rest of the Mid-South, we're not seeing much of anything going on, and doubtful we're going to see too much of anything in the way of rainfall until this weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. Some bird flocks showing up around the Blytheville area and back toward Manila, and a little bit of activity looks like around Terrell, Arkansas for right now, but outside of that, really just not that much going on so far. Now into the rest of the weekend, again, what we are going to be seeing is the possibility of some scattered showers, but little, if anything, taking place right now across much of the area. Temperature is decently on the chilly side out here and will continue to be that way into the rest of the evening. We've got, again, some fairly quiet conditions across much of the south central United States. We probably won't be staying that way again into the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little while. No earthquakes to talk about in the Mid-South area, according to the Center for Earthquake Research and Information from the University of Memphis in the area today. But keeping that close eye on seismic activity as they do, it was a very active afternoon as an earthquake around the Solomon Islands close to Australia rang the earth pretty well, and this is what it looked like on the seismogram indicators called helicorders, and this was just some absolutely intense energy. You can see where the blue line came on through right after about lunchtime today, just absolutely rang the earth like a bell. And we got some pretty intense energy rolling through all parts of the area. Did not feel anything, nobody reported anything, but this is the type of energy that can transmit through the Earth's surface, but doesn't have to be anything that can be felt here. So this wasn't a felt earthquake for the Mid-South, but it was very much on the powerful side out there. More information, go to memphis.edu/CERI for more information about what's going on in the Mid-South and the program for the Center for Earthquake Research and Information out there. Currently looking at clearing skies across the area, but as you can see, we've got, again, a few clouds in and around the Mid-South, but beyond that, not really too much. The dry, cold air is here, and it's going to continue to make its way into the area for the rest of the evening and into this evening, and tomorrow, a very chilly day with high pressure well in control, and some of that cold air, again, coming in from off of Hudson Bay in Canada. We'll be looking at a pretty cool weekend, but things will be improving by a little bit as our next storm system begins to make its way into the area up into portions of the Rockies. So if you have any plans for travel west of Denver towards Seattle or San Francisco even, it's going to be windy, wet on the coastline, and the possibility of snow into the interior section, that could be a bit of a problem there. Here in the Mid-South area, it's going to be a very cold night tonight. Low temperatures are going to be back into the teens to lower 20s. So expect the possibility, again, of some burst pipes tonight, so please make certain that you let the water drip and keep the cabinets open to get that warm air circulating on through there. Tomorrow's highs, not all that high, only above freezing, so much colder than today as the full force of that cold air continues to make its way into the Mid-South. Friday night's low temperatures in the upper teens to around the lower to mid-20s. And by early on Friday night, the winds will be a little bit less, so there won't be too much of a wind chill, but it's going to be brutal out there by the time we get into Saturday morning. High temperatures will recuperate by just a little bit on Saturday, back in the upper 30s to the lower 40s. It's Saturday night that we may see the possibility late of some showers in there. Temperatures just above freezing out across much of the Mid-South. Temperatures closer to normal on Sunday, back in the upper 40s to around the lower 50s, and that's when the rain potential really starts to move into the Mid-South area as we get into Sunday evening as well. Saturday was looking a little bit more soggy as of last forecast, but now that appears to be changing, and rain into the area for Sunday night, and low temperatures will be above freezing, so just warm enough for rain, not seeing anything in the way of frozen precipitation out there, and high temperatures on Monday, much more pleasant, back in the 50s to around the lower 60s, so looking very nice out across much of the area. Chances of rain moving into the area again late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Looks like it'll begin around News Channel 3 daybreak or so, and then continue right on in through the evening hours from 6 p.m. Sunday through about 6 a.m. Sunday. That'll be the heaviest of the rainfall, but we're talking about maybe a quarter of an inch possible, somewhere around less than that, and that'll continue into Monday evening possibly, so better chances of rainfall out there. The activity planner and the hourly forecast weather graph available from the National Weather Service in Memphis at weather.gov/MEG if you'd like to see more about there. More information about climate, including the second warmest autumn on record. If you'd like to know more about that, go to noaa.gov. Check out information about what's going on with science and weather, including the tragic passing of John Glenn, the first first American astronaut to orbit the Earth successfully. Very hearty congratulations to him for all of his accomplishments, and sad to see him go. So again, this is the situation as it is for tonight. Again, a very sad night for astronomy. If you'd like to see more about that, go to my Facebook page, twitter.com/Aonic_WREG3. The Great Smoky Mountains are reopening to the public tomorrow morning, so good news on that. Dedications to John Glenn. If you'd like to see more about that, absolutely inspiring astronomical figure, amazing person, and I wish I could have met him, but unfortunately not able to do that. Very neat tweet from gizmodo.com about dinosaur feathers trapped in amber. That's available on my Twitter page. You can also visit me on Google+, available at Austen Onek, WREG Meteorologist, also on Instagram at Aonic_necessary WREG3, and believe it or not, I'm also on Pinterest at Aonic_WREG3 with graphics and forecasts and all sorts of other neat things available there. Check me out, and we'll have more information on that coming up within the course of the next several days and weeks, and we're going to be posting a lot more on there as well. Questions, concerns, comments, ideas, anything you'd like to see on here, please let me know at the email address at the bottom of your screen at austin.onek@WREG.com. Love to have you come back for more, but we need to know what you like in order to keep you coming back. So please let me know how you feel about what's on here and what we can do to improve it. And if you have any complaints, well, if you absolutely must, thank you very much. Going to go ahead and wrap things up from out here because I got to keep my hands in my pockets because it's a little bit on the chilly side for this evening. Again, going to need the coats, the hats, the gloves, the scarf, everything that's going to be able to keep you as warm as possible for tonight. And again, including the possibility of opening up those cabinets and letting the water drip to be on the safe side for tonight. So please use that caution into this evening to be on the safe side there. And for tomorrow morning, I'll have more on your forecast with Todd Demers, who's apparently feeling under the weather, and more details on your complete forecast into the weekend as well. So stay tuned for more on that. I'm meteorologist Austen Onek, going back indoors again from the very chilly News Channel 3 home office outdoors. Stay tuned for more with News Channel 3 on air and online, and we'll keep you advised.